disrespectful, and no way that y'all think it's okay
Baw'dhead.
for a gay man to say to a man who present himself as straight that I'm going to make him my bitch. Y'all come on now. Y'all know Blaze is a humble guy, but any other hood nigga, he would have got up in black braid shit. So y'all stop acting like that's okay. That's not okay. That's not okay to say about any man, even if you're a straight man telling it to another straight man. Those are fighting words for a man to tell a man that I'm gonna make you my bitch. Since when is that okay in any world?
If he'd have said it to Rick wife, we'd have been having a different conversation.
Exactly. So
I mean,
y'all's mouth,
and that
please.
I feel like, first of all, I think he's bisexual, and I feel like we're playing semantics. If somebody
Hold
says
on.
some slick shit to you, you're gonna respond back in a slick way.
She
She
didn't say
says,
anything.
with the clip that I heard, and again, I wasn't there for the full entire thing. Y'all know I be doing stuff. The clip that I heard, she said something about him being something. Oh, we don't do that gay shit or something gay. Something she said to him, and he responded back and said something about whatever the hell he said back. She threw a shot. He threw a shot
I
back.
can tell you what happened, QL. That's not what happened. If you pause a minute, I can tell you. And
Go
AJ
ahead.
just played the clip. He said that I can have you and your can I have you and Blaze at the same time? What would you say if a man came to ask you, can they have you and your husband at the same time? She responded, oh no, we don't do that gay shit over here. Keep that over there. He's insulted her first. And she said, oh no, saying, oh no, we don't do that gay shit. Not over here. It's not an insult. So then he said, well, no, I'll take Blaze then and make him my bitch. Or no, she said something about he a bitch anyway. And he said, good, I'll take him. Or something to that effect. But AJ can play it since you didn't hear it in its full context. It was Braid throwing those slugs, not the lady.
Oh,
Yeah, so we have to hear the whole conversation.
Call me crazy, but child, I got mad as hell when what's that little girl saying the bitch? Tony! What's that girl name? What's her name?
I know
I'm
you're
not
talking about now.
misspeaking.
Lo. When
AJ,
Lo
would you
was saying
please spell
Tony,
that?
I was saying to myself, you know what? You light bright and cute and fine. God damn it, don't say my man name no more, but if a nigga say his name, I wouldn't care. You know why? Because I know he ain't no chance in hell he gonna fuck a nigga, but Lo Mike could have got it. You know? If I wasn't around, Lo Mike would have got it. So I was not having that shit.
I don't know. I just feel like Braid done said a lot of stuff on this app that is not entirely correct, and we ain't never. It's not. We all know that's just Braid. He drunk. He tried to do an interview. He just motherfucking being messy, just like the rest of us. Me personally, if Blaze is not reacting to it in a negative way, I don't see what the huge deal is, because we all know like Braid is just popping shit. Like he being messy with the lady, and he just saying it now. I just don't understand why that specific part that he said is being blown out of proportion. Because Braden said a lot. If we're gonna now all of a sudden be politically and morally correct, then we need to clock 1,000% of things that he
Yeah,
said.
thank you, QL. Like
And a
y'all,
thousand
y'all,
percent of stuff
y'all
that we
putting
done
100
said.
on
I mean, we done
10,
said some
and
shit
y'all
on
sitting
this
out here
goddamn
worried
side.
about him. And I am not taking up for no goddamn break king, but this man has said some atrocious things. First of all, her child. See, this is all I'm saying to you,
What do you
AJ.
want
I
Bella
can
to do?
agree. I
All
can
I'm
hold
saying
on.
to
Hold
you,
on 1 second,
AJ.
Key. I can agree in the sense that he never brought his wife up because she wasn't relevant in the context of what was being talked about. They're talking about TikTok and his platform, and he said, "Well, she made me better." I I think that it's for us to separate the two. We don't have to then say, "Oh, well, he doesn't value his wife in that context." I don't think that's what he was saying. What he was saying was,
All I'm
I
saying.
linked up with someone and they helped me with my platform and
That's it.
in this
Did,
realm,
but
in
did,
this.
no. Those are your words. Did he say when I linked up with Bella, she made my platform better, which made what I'm saying, which made me happier because my platform got off the turned around. Did he say that, or he said you made me a better man?
So the problem is that he
Well, I
didn't
need to hear the
express
clip, but
the
what I
problem
do
is
know
that he
is
didn't
that we
express
added
his
the wife.
sentiment
What
in
I
a
do
way
know
that
is
pleased us.
sorry, 1 second, AJ. What we know is that we, as the public, added the wife. Why didn't he say the wife part? I know that we added that part.
The
I don't
problem
know.
is that we as a public he didn't express his sentiment in a way that that pleased and appeased us. That's crazy, Kiana.
Excuse me, may I approach the judge?
You
Thank you.
can approach,
Thank
please.
you.
You may
So,
approach.
I
per
think the
Webster's
problem is that his
dictionary
sentiments
is
should have been made clear to his wife first.
oh.
Hold on,
He
Miss
should
Rhonda.
have
Hold
made his
on.
wife understand
Hold on,
where
Auntie
he was
Rhonda. We
coming
can't even
from when
hear
he
you. You gotta bring
expressed
your
all
mouth
that.
closer. But hold on, let QL get this out right quick.
Thank you. According to the Webster's Dictionary, insecurity, the quality of state of being insecure, such as a state of or feeling of anxiety, fear or self-doubt, lack of dependability or certainty, lack of safety or protection. Based off those things and what your other client, I'm not sure if you're taking Bella because we're not trying to give Bella a Rico, we're trying to give Blaze a Rico. She said that I'm not responsible for anybody's insecurities. Based off those statements right here, based off what we just read on Webster's Dictionary, that means that Blaze made his wife feel either a feeling of anxiety, fear or self-doubt, lack of dependability or uncertainty, or lack of safety or protection based off those 1, 2, 3 things. So at what point do we acknowledge that his wife, that Blaze potentially had an emotional cheating relationship situation, and that's why she's feeling insecure?
Exactly.
Okay, can I say this real quick? Because
How?
even being the other person,
AJ?
coming from Bella's side, being the friend, when I seen the spouse react the way they reacted, I'd have been like, look, bro.
I'm
We
out.
ain't finna keep on doing this. It's making your wife or your husband feel some type of way. We got to
I'm out.
switch it up. We got to do it different because I don't want her feeling uncomfortable. That's what you're supposed to do. You ain't supposed to throw it in her face and keep sitting on you can still sit on the panel, but every time somebody say something, you cutting it off. You still acting like you his girlfriend or something. Like, even though we don't like,
Me and Blaze ain't in on that. Blaze, girl, you doing too much. And when it come back on you, you know they always say you know your shit when you see it. Know your shit when you see it. And they go, and I'm not being mean, but AJ and Susu, y'all know good goddamn well this shit ain't cool. It just cause y'all cool, this shit ain't cool. It just cause y'all cool with them, y'all taking up.
I came up here and said, I believe it's
they're
inappropriate.
totally
I'm not,
house down.
you got to hear me in totality. All I was talking about in this last moment was about that specific statement that was made. That's all I was talking about. But in general, Bella knows how I feel about this. I think that it would have been nicer if she had heard that Sharita thing and said, hey, listen, I'm not here to disrespect my marriage, and I'm definitely not here to come in between whatever y'all got going on. You know what I mean? I think what Lynn said is perfect. Once I seen that shit really got real and his real life came and spilled onto the app, no longer am I prioritizing a platform that's a second job to me or is a second hustle to me. It's not my full career.
Well,
You know what
the
I'm saying?
reality, let me tell you
But
something.
I
The
feel like y'all
reality is
making
this.
Bella be the man in the relationship. That's his wife. Bella has no loyalty to
And
Sharita.
he
It is
definitely
his
needs
wife,
to,
but she a
but
woman
I'm only
first. She
speaking
a
from the
woman
space of a
first.
wife to wife. That's all
She
I'm
a
saying.
woman
Oh, well, that
first.
is
I don't give a
true.
fuck if I wasn't a wife. I'm a woman first. When I was back in the day in school, guys, let me tell you something. I'm not Even when I used to date, the first thing a guy be like, yeah, she ain't no good. I said, why are we on the phone talking about her? You gonna tell me everything bad about her? I ain't gonna hear it. Cause you know why? Cause I was a woman before I was in it. I was a female before I was anything.
This is my take on what's going on here. I think they have a friendship, and I think whatever Blaze has said to Bella about his own marriage has now left Bella in a space where it's like, oh, well, you don't even respect your marriage, or you don't even respect your wife, or you don't even respect the situation or what's going on. And she might have maybe a deeper understanding as to what's happening behind closed doors between him and Sharita. So she's kind of like, girl, you ain't, I'm just saying, Bella, like y'all are friends, so I don't know if he vents to you about
Permission
what's
to
going
approach
on.
Susu.
You get what
Hold on,
I'm saying?
QL. Let her finish.
I was just asking permission to approach Susu.
Okay, hold on. Let her finish. Go ahead, Sue.
Okay.
Sue?
I was talking and yapping away. Now, Bella, what I'm saying is not that that's fact. I'm saying, from my opinion, it could be that if you guys are close friends, that maybe he may have given you more insight as to their situation and what is going on.
The problem with Bella
And
is
wait 1 second,
y'all gotta
Kiana. I'm
realize
not done with
Bella
my
is
thought.
a
Hold on,
okay.
Key. Hold on, Key. Just 1 second. I'm not implicating that Bella has an idea more of what's going on. I'm saying they are friends, though. You know, and it may be that he told her, hey, we've had some rough times, we've had some ups and downs, she's done this to me. Sharita is probably not clean and her fingers are probably not clean. She's probably done some things to Blaze that we don't know about. How would we know? But she may know because they're friends, right? And so there's a possibility that she has a better understanding of what's going on, and that's why she doesn't respect that woman, because of whatever she may have done to Blaze in their relationship. And that's why she's like, girl, whatever. I don't care if you feel some type of way that we're friends.
Let me say this, and I'm through with this shit. When you got somebody who craves attention, will do anything for attention because whatever their insecurities are, because Bella, you got a lot of goddamn nerves down there acting like Sharita is the one insecure. No, baby, you have displayed much of your goddamn insecurities, and the behavior that you do exhibits insecurity. Every nigga on this motherfucking app been in your goddamn inbox or you in theirs, and you was okay with it. So let's stop the goddamn bullshit here. Do not act like Sharita is the one that got the problem. You got the goddamn problem, and you don't give a fuck if you get attention from a married man, straight man, gay man, bisexual man, and you proven that on this goddamn app. Anybody who would give you some attention, you want it from them, even at the expense of hurting a motherfucking wife. And you know how low you got to be. You know how damaged goods you got to goddamn be to say, okay, I don't give a fuck if it is hurting her. If he'll give me some attention, I don't give a fuck. Let's not forget. See, I try not to be like this, but goddamn it, you showing that you the motherfucker want the attention. You the motherfucker that got some insecurity. You the motherfucker that's damaged and want to be put whole again. And you'll use any motherfucker to do it.
Approach Susu.
Give me 1 second,
Hold
Q.
on.
Give me 1 second, please. 1 second. Hi, guys. Good morning. We have 1.1K people in here. If we can get us up to 200K taps, that would be amazing. Please get your dues in. I believe they are $10 for the next 2 hours, hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
And if we can, please touch the live goal, touch the boxes. I'd appreciate that. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thanks, Rosie. QL, what you wanted?
Yeah, you didn't answer my last question as well. You've been ducking and hiding and going on TikTok. Question: permission to approach you. So, based off everything that you have just stated a few seconds ago, I'm not sure if you remember everything. Would you consider that emotional cheating?
What's happening? See, they gotta clearly be having conversations on the back end. See, AJ, my friend, Bray, my friend, treating my friend like I talk to certain people on the back end, right? Mm-hmm. So my care and love for them as a friend grows stronger because of our relationships that we have outside of this platform. Am I right, AJ? Mm-hmm. We get closer the more that we have our conversations. So my thing is, if they're friends, they clearly have a conversation outside of this app, then you might be more privy to somebody's mental state, somebody's relationship, somebody's day-to-day lifestyle, somebody's family, somebody's kids. You know, that happens, especially if you guys are friends. Now, I don't know if they do have that type of relationship. This is just speculation. But if they do, then that would be emotional. Now, is it emotional cheating because it's a man and a woman? That's a fair question to have.
I think anybody
can a man and a woman be friends?
They can be friends, but I think this is where I'm gonna remove my thing for like a couple of seconds. I've seen where you come on the panel, pop up like, hey, so y'all have been not formally introduced, but you guys are aware of each other. Just like your husband sometimes will be in the background and he'll hear us and he'll be like, oh, you just on TikTok. In this situation is like, what I have seen is that the wife is very much, it's not like she's aware of anything. It's kind of like, because if you're aware I don't think she would be lashing out like that. And I don't think it's emotion. Anybody can have an emotional cheat. It doesn't matter if you're a man, woman, whatever. Anybody can have an emotional attachment to that person and emotionally cheat. I think that's where I'm
high school ass shit, color coordinating and shit.
Yeah, so let me say this. So
hold on 1 second, Susu. Let me say this. You need like Bryson said, motherfuckers be needing a white man and some glasses. That's what you need. You need some therapy. You need some therapy. Because and Blaze, your special ass is playing yourself for a fool because you sitting up here risking your wife who peeled your ass up off the concrete, peeled you out of a boarding home, done watch you be humiliated to the goddamn 10th degree, and you have the audacity to risk her for a bitch who would take attention from any person, woman, man, female, male that likes male, women that likes women, women that likes men and women, men that like women. She don't give a fuck who pay her some attention, and you willing to risk a real motherfucking chick for her? You crazy as hell, you special ed ass nigga. You are dumb and slow for real. And I ain't even playing no more. I'm dead ass serious. Because guess what? Sarita leave your ass. You think she coming to get you from the boarding house? No. She on to the next motherfucker who will inbox her and say, you cute. You fine, Shirley. You get up. I mean, Bella. You look at, yeah. Come on now. You crazy as hell to risk your goddamn life for an attention-seeking ass chick. You crazy.
So let me ask this. There are women on this app that are married that engage in same-sex situations and do things that we may think may be disrespectful to their marriages. Do we discuss them and break them down too? I mean, I'm just saying, I'm not trying to have nobody's back, but marriages are here for a discussion as well.
But I think we have all established on this app that we pick and choose, just like a lot of things that we said on this app is fucked up. But then today we was all talking about what the hell Bray said.
Oh, wait,
we pick
y'all,
and choose.
hold on. Everybody hold that thought. Seely, baby, I saw you down there, but you never usually want to come up. I'm so sorry. I didn't know you was trying to come up. That's my fault. Because I told him not to be, I don't like listening in on people.
Like $2 who was scissoring her friend. I mean, is that appropriate in a marriage? I don't know. But do we discuss whether that's okay in her marriage or not okay in her marriage?
No.
I'm just saying, I'm not flip-flopping. I'm giving all sides.
I just feel like
being objective is about.
We know what we know what they doing.
Choose on who we want to talk about.
Picking and choosing.
Hold on, can I finish my sentence? I know that whatever Blaze and Bella have going on would not be okay with me. Just like I know my husband wouldn't be okay with me being on a party bus scissoring my coochie on another woman. But that's just me. But if we're going to talk about it, let's just all talk about it.
Well, I think we can all talk about it. But my thing is that I don't think, me personally, we're trying to bring RICO charges up on Blaze. Because, again, that's his problem. I feel like we do pick and choose on who we're talking about. So unfortunately for me, the $2 and Nina situation was not that goddamn interesting. And the goddamn Blaze situation was the most interesting shit that I ever seen in my life. And to be funny to you, he tried to give me a RICO charge. So of course I'm up for the bullshit. Because RICO you back. That's what I'm here for. I'm here
her dude, right? She gonna live at the same house. She gonna work at the same goddamn job. She gonna have the same paycheck. She gonna have the same travel company. She gonna have all the and a goddamn thing gonna happen. But she got a nigga in her basement down there pulling up fake RICO charges on people. That's the only thing gonna change in Sarita's life. Yes, she may have to make the convenience of having her son, go to wherever Blaze at. But Blaze, on the other motherfucking hand, risking Sarita, is gonna have to do what? Go find a boarding house that ain't got a waiting goddamn list. So when we out here cheating and doing shit, make sure that whatever the risk is worth the reward is worth the goddamn risk. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
And on top of that, Auntie Kiana, the difference is that Blaze's wife came on here and announced that she was uncomfortable about what has been happening. The thing about it is that $2 partner, Nina's partner, no, even Bella's partner has not came on this app and said they're uncomfortable at XYZZZ. What happened is that the wife came, spoke, we heard the clip, and now we're like, okay, well, RICO charged him. That's what I'm on. I'm about RICO. I think that's why everybody's more focused on that, because the person, the outsider in this whole mess came and spoke on it. I don't think we would be talking about it if the wife didn't even said anything. We haven't been talking about it since we've seen them together dressing alike, behaving alike.
That's why the wife came in and dressed.
Why the wife came?
That's literally why the wife came.
That's why, because Blaze made everybody think he pretended to be cheating with Bella.
Hold on, they went all the way as far as to find her on every social media outlet to say, "Hey, your man might be on vacation with another woman."
Right. And that could have potentially happened with $2 husband as well. But $2 husband has not came on this app and said XYZ or even voiced her opinion. What happened is we heard the wife.
And QL, the going to the wife came first before she came to us.
And I understand that.
So why didn't nobody go and find her husband and say, "Oh, did you know what your wife was?" You get what I'm saying? It's about boundaries. Really, all of this goes back to how I feel about the person who went and sent that message to that wife anyway. Just messy.
I think that was entirely messy, and I can agree with that as well. But in the same sense, like if the wife also did not come and speak, I don't think nobody will be discussing it as well. I understand the initial cause and the effect. But the effect is the wife came, she spoke, and now we're here discussing it because the wife came. Just like somebody can message me, and let's be clear, a motherfucking can text me right now about my motherfucking husband. I'm secure enough to know that my husband already told me what the fuck is going on. I ain't coming on a motherfucking app to go and tell